All right, here we are on the classwork for 2.2. And the goal for today was to get through, I wrote 1 through 17, which is the whole thing. And I know that might seem like a lot, but there's all kinds of different problems in here. So for numbers 1 through 4, it says write the fraction or mixed number as a decimal, show your work, circle the type of fraction. So my one hint or tip would be, like, if I look at number 4 here, 4 and 2, I would definitely turn this into a mixed number first. So this would be 1 and 4/5. Okay. And then you can kind of think of it, in a few different ways. We talked about, getting the denominators into into powers of 100 or 1,000, because we can turn that into a decimal really quick. Or say you forget, all right, and then you end up doing 4 divided by 8, or not by 8, sorry, by 5. You end up doing 4 divided by 5, so 5 doesn't go into 4, so you add a 0 and a decimal. But 5 does go into 48 times. So this would be the same thing as saying 1.8. Now another way you could get that is that you could take this 4/5, right? And 5 does go into 100. So if you multiply them both by 20, you would also get that 80/100ths, which would give you that point as 8 as well. So then this would be a terminating decimal. The second part, write the decimal as a fraction or mixed number in the simplest form. So my tip is to read it out loud. All right, like the first one would be 85/100ths, so 85 over 100. Now you do need to simplify always, so I can divide both of these by 5, and I would get 17/20ths. Okay, so that's the first page. On the second page here, tell whether or not the following fractions and decimals are equivalent to each other. Explain your reasoning. So, some of you will try to work with the fractions first, and you'll try to figure that. I believe I worked with the fractions first. So you can decide either way which one you want to work with. And then the last part, show each number as a rational by writing it as a quotient of two integers that is in simplified fraction form. So, long story short is you need to write it as a fraction. So like for this one, this is 375 thousandths. You write it over 1,000, but then you would have to simplify. Okay, and I won't do that for you. I'll make you do that on your own. And then for the mixed numbers here, if we want it as just a fraction, for 7 3/4 here, well, 4 times 7 is 28, plus 3, this would just be 31/4, and you cannot simplify that. Okay? So hopefully that helps. You can check the answers in the OneNote, and then if you need more help than this, you can always come to office hours or send me an email.